the scrimmage Sunday, who really impressed you on either side of the ball?
Yeah, some of our young guys impressed me. Whether that was Zion, he had a pretty cool play. Coming down as a safety and catching an interception. Made a pretty good play on the ball. Our linebackers were flying around, making plays, whether it was sideline to sideline, filling the gaps, whether it was a blitz or just them filling gaps on runs. And then the defensive line, they've been balling this camp, and it's been making us better as an offense and as a team. And it's been fun to be a part of it. You as an offensive player, you don't like to mess up or give up plays and things like that. But the defense has been doing a good job, and it hasn't been necessarily us giving up plays. It's been them going out there trying to make the play, and it's been good to watch. You don't never really give kudos to your opponent, but having an understanding that these are your teammates and things like that. There's times where you walk up to them and say good play. So the defense really impressed, and then offensive wise we got to get better. And it's never, it's not the huge things. Us lining up wrong and things like that. It's the small things, small penalties. Getting behind the sticks and things like that. Just being consistent is the most important part, and that starts at the head of it, which is me in the center. And us being on the same page, us making sure that we're, doing the right things as leaders of the offense and the leaders of the team, to make sure we're, when we get to August 26th, and then, all the way to January, that we're doing the right things as leaders of the offense and as leaders of the team.
You came here familiar with the offense last year. Now everybody's kind of like in year two. What have you seen comfort level wise from everybody else?
Yeah, comfort level has been great. Especially defensive players. We had a lot of defensive players that returned from last year, and them having the sense of confidence and control that they have, and being able to help the younger guys, which has been tremendous. The twos and the threes, they've been playing really well and things like that when they get in with the first group, but when they're with second or third group, they've been doing good. So defensive wise, it's been fun, and then offensive wise, it's been good. We got a bunch of guys that are young, explosive players, but we do have a bunch of key players that are out there playing and starting, or out there getting a lot of reps, and them being the leader of their group and a part of the team and leader of the offense. It's been great because they've been out there coaching, and last year was a lot of the coaches coaching, a lot of myself, and now it's a lot more of myself and the other players, the older players, the players that's been here, like you said, the second year guys, stepping up and reaching out and saying what they have to say and getting their piece, and maybe demonstrating or maybe giving them this image in their head, to help them proceed with the next rep or next play, or when it comes up again.
Caleb, Jamil mentioned how in the scrimmage Tackett Curtis made a play in the backfield and talked a little trash to you. Can you take us through that play and just what was your response to Tackett doing that, and how's he fitting in so far?
Yeah, Tackett's been great. Ever since he's gotten here, whether it's weight room, whether it's him being us in the locker room, just being brothers, whether it's academics, whether it's him out there actually on the field making plays, he's been tremendous, especially as a young guy. It's been fun to kind of watch him, because when he got here, it was more like this freshman coming in, and he has his name behind him and things like that, and you want to see him get out there, and he's proven himself to us as teammates, and so actually getting out there to play with him, and him now having a lot more confidence, to go out there and make some plays and then come and talk trash to me. It makes it a little more fun for me, to be able to go out there and have a defense with this linebackers, D-line, the safeties want to come talk trash to me after they make the play. It makes practice a lot more fun, and then when they get out in games, it just shows a lot more confidence in your ability and what you go out there and do.
The running backs called Tackett Captain America.
Yeah, I haven't called him Captain America, but if I had to call him something, he's a destroyer. He'll run down people, whether they're ahead of him by 20 yards, whether it's sideline to sideline, whether it's running through a gap and destroying a guard pulling, a tackle pulling, whether it's a tight end coming around, trying to do something with him, block him, or whatever the case may be. Running back, he does a good job with running there and just destroying, blowing things up.
Let's do one more.
How is Mason Cobb's
Yep.
You know, working a lot with the quarterback so
Yep.
far, you know, and doing a lot of situational work. I think you described him as kind of a liaison to Lincoln in some
Yes.
ways. You know, what impact has he had on you on this offense so far? Any specific things that have stood out?
Yeah, with him not being a head coach, he's around us a lot more. Well, I'm saying us because, you know, Lincoln Riley, he's a head coach, so he has to do head coach things. And so with Kliff coming in that position and filling in where we had a couple guys leave and go to places and get their own opportunities and things like that. You know, Kliff coming in, it's been great because he's been in many different positions, whether it was offensive coordinator in college, or head coach in college, or head coach in pros and things like that. So he's able to give a bunch of different. Wait for helicopter. He's able to give a bunch of different. Sorry, waiting on it. Yeah, so Kliff is able to give a bunch of different ideas, you know, things that worked in the pros, things that worked in college, and then just talking to us. He's a relational coach, so you know, he's a great coach to have in the QB room because he's seen it done on the highest level. He's seen it done and on our level with many different players that you see now, that whether they went first pick, they won Heisman, or you know, they got Patrick Mahomes, and you know, he's been with a bunch of different guys like that, and Kyler when he was in the pros and things like that. So you know, just a good relationship coach, and he gives you the real, and we'll talk and have good conversations, whether it's now or you know, down the line, you know, a couple years from now, of you know, way things look out. So yeah, he's been great. It's awesome to have him, and you know, can't wait to get going here.
Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you.